There is one Bright Betty Bama lamp, two Bright Betty Bama lamps, three Bright Betty Bama lamps. Hey everyone, I'm Eric Kimball. This is my third Bright Betty Bama lamp video for YouTube. This will be the last one. If you have watched the very first Bright Betty Bama lamp video that I made, I tell in that video how to make your own Bright Betty Bama lamp emergency lighting device like you see right here. My second Bright Betty Bama lamp video that I made just a few days ago was titled How Safe Is the Bright Betty Bama Lamp? And I tipped some Bettys in that video. And if you haven't seen it, I hope you will watch it because it's an important video to watch if you're going to make and use Bright Bettys. I answer some questions, frequently asked questions in that video. At the end of that video, I made the comment that there are people, and you may be one of them, who are uncomfortable with open flame lighting devices like a Bright Betty or candles. If these type of lighting devices make you nervous, uncomfortable, you don't want to use these. And instead, I said in that video that you should take a look at or consider a rechargeable LED lantern. This is Amazon's choice. It has over 4,000 reviews, and most of them, the vast majority of them, are quite positive. I got my notes here. This puts out, as you're going to see, a stunning amount of light. It cost me $32.95. I love this little lamp. It doesn't mean I don't like my Bright Bettys, but this does have advantages that the Bright Bettys don't have, and the Bright Bettys have advantages that this nifty little lantern doesn't have. The point I want to make on this, the interesting point, is that it takes, and I got this off of the comments, the questions and answers at Amazon. It takes 5 hours to charge this lamp up, and this has 3 settings. On the highest setting, the person who evaluated this and tested it said that he had 4 hours and 11 minutes of light on the highest setting. And the highest setting is blinding. On the lowest light setting, which you're going to see is plenty adequate, he got 12 hours and 2 minutes of light from a 5-hour charge. As I mentioned in my last video with the Q&A, a Bright Betty with half a cup lamp oil in the bottom will burn for 16 hours. Let me flip this thing on. There's just a button right here. It's charged up. We hit the button once, and that is the low light setting. The low light setting. And you can hit it again. Oh, I shut it off. You got to hit it again right after you hit it the first time. There's the low light setting, there's the medium light setting, and there's the high light setting. Is that crazy or what? And then they've got this little, let's do it again, little strobe effect there, which is very annoying. They also have this feature where you can unscrew the top, all right, and you can turn it on, and it's even more blinding. But I guess you can direct it around or whatever, but I don't think I would use that feature. And they send a charging cord, and it's a little cord like this, and you can plug it into a USB port on your computer, or if you have one of these wall chargers for your phone, right here, one of these wall chargers with a USB thing in it there. You can use that with the cord they send, and you can charge it. 5 hours to charge it. All right, that's an overview, and obviously this thing is pretty neat. So I'd like to make a few really quick observations here about the Bright Betty vis-a-vis the LED lantern. Obviously, you would never want to give children a Bright Betty Bama lamp. All right, these lamps are to be made and used only by responsible adults, not children. However, you could give a child, the lights go off, you can give your children a LED lantern like this, and be very assured that there are not going to be any accidents with flame and fuel. Likewise, if you or someone you know who you want to give emergency lighting device to is disabled to the point that they're in a wheelchair, and I can relate to this because I have a sister with MS who's in a wheelchair, and she drops things often and she can't pick them up. So this would be a bad idea. This would be a very good idea. Anyone who's nervous about a lighting device, open flame, get yourself an LED lantern like this. And that takes care of your emergency lighting. However, it takes care of your emergency lighting for a few hours. If the electricity goes off for days, you're not going to have the lights you need. Another thing to keep in mind is that the Bright Betty is a very simple lighting device. This is comparatively not simple. It's a pretty basic item, but there is a whole lot more complexity in this than there is in a Bright Betty. There's the on-off button, there's the charging port, there's internal parts, the batteries. There's more complexity, and with complexity comes vulnerability. Will this thing last for years and years and years like these will last? It might. It might not. That might not be important to you, but that's something to keep in mind. Simplicity versus complexity. All right? The bottom line here is that this is a great option. It might be the right option for you. Check it out. Before I close down this video, I want to talk about one more thing, and that is my Jackery. This is mine. I bought it over a year ago. There are many YouTube reviews of the Jackery. This is a 240. This is a Jackery 240. It's the cheap one. Portable power stations, they call these. I bought this over a year ago because I wanted to make sure that if the power went out, I could run my computer, I could run my laser printer, and I could run my label printer for my Planet Whiz Bang business. I wanted to be able to stay in business to get the orders out. So I bought this, and it will do all of those things for me. And then when the power went out in the winter, and I have a Rinnai wall heater. It's a big one. It's a propane heater that I heat my international headquarters of Planet Whiz Bang with. And the power went out in the winter, and that Rinnai wall heater needs electricity. So I hooked this Jackery up to that, and it ran it for over 4 hours. That was a big deal. I'll probably get another Jackery. I'm going to go up to the Model 500 because 2 Jackeries are better than one. I paid $219 for this. A 500 Jackery Model 500. It's got like more than twice the capacity of this. It's a battery. This is a battery. It's about 500 bucks. A lot of money, yeah. What's even more money is I bought the solar charger, the solar cells that it unfolds and you just plug it into your Jackery. That was 300 bucks. So it was more than this Jackery, the solar panel. I'll put a link to the Jackery down below that you can check this out too. And like I said, there's reviews online. I love this Jackery. It gives me peace of mind. And I charge my phone with it quite often because my iPhone is getting old. The battery's not holding the charge. So I'll plug it in this thing and tote it around. Hey, I hope you found this interesting and that you'll check this out if it's something that you think you might be interested in. Let's try it one more time. Low, medium, high. High and medium are not that much difference, although it is a little bit different. And then off. Yeah, it's a very bright light. It doesn't have that warm ambient light of the Bright Betty, but that LED light may be just what you are looking for. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Thanks a lot for putting up with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.